back with a little bit of Funday. Now, we talked about the fact that this topic was a bad one. The likelihood of it creating a large number of excellent games that needed to be pared down to a select few was unlikely. I dare say, known to be impossible. And yet, a glimmer of a glimpse of a possibility, a tickle of a thought, an inkling of an idea, the nipple of creation was in my eyes, actually. And that's where this topic came from. I'm a master of the English language. Because there was just a hint, a tickle, an odor, a waft that greatness could happen. And that brings us to this match. In the top left-hand corner, we have Codebreaker. No relation to Snowpiercer, a movie that I really want to see and needlessly related him to. And in the bottom right, we have Dalvin. No correlation to Darwin, other than perhaps that they believe in things going on for a very, very long time. Hence, that's why the epicenter of space is where I decided to do my show today. It's kind of hard to do it with no oxygen and all the UV radiation, but I commit. This is total. I'm literally in outer space. So, when we hop back into the game, we see Dalvin. Oh my god, Codebreaker. Oh my god, Dalvin. Oh my god. GLHF, what day is it? Oh! Dalvin giggling out his blowhole right now. Dalvin is my favorite little corpulent porpoise. Oh, Dalvin. Is it Sunday? Nope! Tuesday. Tuesday? I love this. Yeah, doesn't sound right. I just like, is it Sunday? No. Wrong. Do you want to go to the mall? No. Shop on the internet. It's no mall o'clock. Tuesday? Yeah. Doesn't sound right. One day? One day, that's close, Dalvin. Oh my god, you tittering porpoise, you. No. One day? No. Winning today. It's fun-day. Oh, Dalvin. You're so charming that you go barracks into supply into barracks. Wow, lol, Codebreaker. Stealing the words from my mouth as he too goes, watch day 9. This is a scary question. This is a weird, scary, terrifying thing. Let me actually just explain to you why this is terrifying. Well, I guess why it used to be terrifying. Now I'm just like, meh. And maybe that's actually a really appalling thing of humanity and the brain. So here's the thing. I want you to think, in your life, how often you hear two other people have a conversation about you. I want you to think about that. And in fact, the times that it probably has gone back to you, it's been either super unpleasant or amazing. The amazing is like, she totally digs you, go for it because she's into you. But most of the rest of the time, it's like, yeah, Janice thinks you're lazy and fat. You're like, Janice? I bought you a meatball sub. No pun intended. It was a $5 footlong from Subway. And I do work hard. And it depends on your definition of fat. You know that your brain wants to examine every word that arrived in your ears and like dissect those. And you're like, well, no, that's not exactly necessarily. And those hurt. Oh, that hurts. And then all of a sudden you start doing StarCraft casts or some shit like that. You know, let's just pick a strategy game at random here. Let's say you started playing StarCraft and doing a daily show on that. I don't know, let's pick a time at random here. At 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday at www.day9.tv or at 10/11 a.m.s on Friday. Again, www.day9.tv. Maybe that's what happens to you, and all of a sudden, you're just overloaded with those conversations. They're just coming at you from all sides, where, like, someone will have a thread that's like, what's your favorite horse? And someone's like, I like brown horses. And someone's like, Day9 fucking sucks at casting. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were talking about horses. It's just this horrific, close the thread. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and try to tune in, I don't know, to, this is crazy when you just tune into a random stream. This has happened where you tune in and there's like 2 people on Skype and they just shit on a commentator. Let's pick a commentator random here. Let's say a Day9's on there and they're like, yeah, because Day9 made that one call that was totally wrong. And I was like, I knew it was wrong. It came out of my mouth wrong and I just didn't correct it because something else happened. And then this happened where it's like, watch Day9 and we got to be like, okay. Except after like 5 years of that, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna call me fat and ugly, and yeah, I should probably work out, but my foot hurts. Like, people can say the most horrible things to my face, and I'm like, there's probably some merit in that. Nah, that's not right. Whatever. It's like a very odd change. And then someone's like, hey, there was this thing about you. Someone made a post about you, and I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind. Like, so ultra. Yeah. Oh wait, Codebreaker. That's my dog. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, Theo Bauer. Hell yeah, what a Theo Bauer. Theo and DJ, welcome to the Day Nights. What's a good battle cry, says Dalvin. Oh. You snorpulent porpoise. Dalvin. I don't know. Dalvin and Fliver, my favorite porpoises. I don't know, says Codebreaker. Now, these Reapers are not allowed to attack. Dalvin is not permitted to be an aggressor. He is not allowed. Abba dabba gadda boo. It's an odd battle cry. That's a... Of all things, you didn't say, to battle, or here I come, or the troops are approaching your base with death on their minds. You just went, is that a battle cry? What about Dalvin, reel it in, Dalvin. Dalvin's like, oh, what about Dalvin, just pick words. You don't gotta put. It's not even yabba dabba doo. It's Dalvin needs to go to the store for porpoises and buy more words. A porpulus thesaurus. Needs to look up a variety of dolphin vocab. Man Beardo, welcome. So Dalvin is going to do his little expandy. My life for Owir. Oh my god, he spelled it Owir. Owir. My life for Owir. Owir? No, it's Ire. Ire. Now, you might think that that's bad, but let me just go google.com. Let me go to image search. Let me just go to images. Oops, images. Did you mean air? No, I meant Owir. All right, if you'll remember this, in NASL, once upon a time, at NASL they made thunder sticks. My life for Owir. NASL Season 2, my life for Owir, printed en masse. Yes, Blizzard, don't mind us. We're We're just gonna take some liberties with your IP. Don't worry. Wow, at least it's not fan fiction. Yeah, in fan fiction it would be like, "Owie, don't stop, my sweet." And I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? I don't know if you've ever read fanfic, but most of the scenes all of a sudden have a clitoris. And you're like, I did... And it's being anthropomorphized. Yes, I think those two male lead characters do need to have sex. Thank you, fanfic. And I'm glad you have about 14 paragraphs in a row about it. Tell me more about what's happening with the joints. And I'm not talking about... No, I'm talking about, like, the part that bends. And I'm like, ugh. My life for Owie. So Dalvin is about to commit the only attack that he is ever allowed to do this entire game. He has committed his life for Owie rather than Ire as a non-Owie resident. Wow. 5-inch subs and getting turkey sandwiches on a dime. We are excited and ready for what Dalvin can bring to us. 99 Shades of Owie. Oh, Dasma chat. Wait, who was the original perpetrator of 99 Shades of Owie? That was so good. I don't know, but someone needs to get some credit. Unreal. Oh, man. Man, there needs to be some caster slash fic. Because I want to know what filthy things someone's been thinking for a long time. Because as we just learned, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. That's fine. Sure, go for it. Whatever. Yeah, I get... Sure, yeah, Total Biscuit puts a top hat on me. That's fine. I'll wear the top hat. I look good in a top hat. Ender Trask. Way to go, Ender Trask. 99 Shades of Owie. On point, Ender Trask. Only guy paying attention in chat. And in popular media. He's a multitasker. He thinks the Venn diagrams are funny. This Reaper is getting some work done. Long time ago, someone wrote, "Sean, do you mind if I write a slash fic about you and your brother?" And I didn't know what slash fic was. So I was like, that'd be great. I would love it. I'll read it out loud. And everyone's like, I don't think Sean knows what slash fic is. And I'm like, I'm not going to Google it ever. I don't need to know. Hooray! I know the signs. I know the signals. I'm going to be excellent when I'm a father. And I have a daughter. She's going to say things. I'm going to be like, well, that's just going to be something I'm never going to find out more about. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm going to go duct tape my face shut, honey. Don't worry about me. Code Breaker, doing the usual sorts of things, placing barracks randomly, relifting them, because Terran is the most forgiving of races. If you ever dislike your base, it's like Legos, tear it apart and rebuild it again. We see Dalvin getting ready to expand. Oh! Atta Dolphin. Dalvin? Ooh, I get it. The Defender's Mark. Tanks for defense and Marines for defense. Looks like still no stim, no combat shield, no tech lab add-ons, just getting Marines, Marines, Marines. Uh-oh, Dalvin losing this one. This is a problem. This is a problem, because right now, Codebreaker, he's stepping out, he's getting into the fray. He's stepping into things, and ooh, Dalvin, Dalvin, Dalvin. Dalvin, Dalvin, Dalvin. Atta Dalvin. An open water Dalvin. His name sounds like Dolphin, okay? Do you understand it? I've been pushing this one hard. I've been slinging Dolphin for like 15 minutes. Get it, please. Understand where I'm coming from, alright? He's a dolphin. He's got a blowhole. He likes to eat little fish. This is his mouth. Do you get it? Dolphin. And with that said, I kind of want to ask Dolphin where the other chipmunks are. Oh, I don't know anything about the chipmunks other than the fact that they exist. And the Dolphin's getting shit on. Not literally, this isn't fan fiction. He's having a hard time. He's having a rough day. But of course, if that Day 9 tasteless fanfic ever got greenlit, I don't know. I don't know, whatever was written would be fine. That would be okay. That would be an acceptable casualty of my sanity and self-dignity. So we see Dolvin getting ready to move in. He's down by about half supply. We see those 1-0 Marines getting ready. Ooh, Dolvin. Code breaker. Toad faker. Load maker. And this is not a fanfic to emphasize. He's just has medevacs that are full, okay? The euphemisms are not going to stop. They will not halt ever. Doesn't matter. Anything can take a weird twist. This is my French friend. His name is Pierre, cause his bladder's empty. You know, like you just don't know where these turns are gonna happen. Codebreaker getting his combat shield in 16 minutes. Nice and standard. Dolvin putting in so much effort into this frontal push, and it's just an attack at the front. It's not a fanfic. Okay. Okay. So we got Dolvin rebuilding a base over here. Not necessarily clear he's going to be losing this one. Codebreaker's thinking he has some chance, thinking he has some hope, thinking his play is in some which way dope. Dolvin the Dolphin having thoughts, question marks, exclamation marks, all exuding from his blowhole and brain in that order. Because we all know which one thinks first. Dolvin. Dolvin, the star of the filthiest Day 9 show ever to hit the internet. That's actually totally false. This is much tamer compared to some of the other stuff that's out there. But regardless, Dolvin trying to hold on. Codebreaker, Heart Raker, Watches Faker in the mid lane. Codebreaker. Has he managed to pierce through? Has he penetrated the main base? Well, we have siege tanks trying to get repaired. Mules that would originally try to keep the siege tank alive arrive just in time to say, I want to be a target too. And Dolvin does the only thing that he can do. He's recreated the same triple base formation in the bottom left-hand corner. He's going to go for it. And in the meantime, he is dead as shit. Now, Dolvin is having to lift. Dolvin is no, repair it. Nope, don't repair it. Oh my god, the hairdryer has left the building. For any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, we'll get another example soon. And of course, Dolvin creating his backup plan. He can never attack. He must only defend. He has already used up his one single attack with the worst battle cry of all time. Something along the lines of... which is not only not a battle cry, but also something I've always wanted to do to the most sincere fan ever. Just once. Like, I have a policy, and that's that someone will generally get like a minute to 2 minutes with me. That's like the general time if I'm at like a BlizzCon or something. BlizzCon's more like 15 seconds because that event's just hell on my body. It's a lot of work. Okay, it's not. Look, it's not a fanfic. That's a packed event. I don't know, a WCS event. I get like 1 to 2 minutes, so I want to make that 1 to 2 minutes nice and special and not like functional. Not like, oh, you want me to sign and give me that? Yeah, here's your shit. Bye, and then go away. I want it to be a nice experience. So I've sort of committed to that for a long time. It's been fine. You know, it's been just a thing. But just once, and someone comes up and says, hey, Sean, is there any chance that you could sign this thing? Because I watch your show and I really like your show. I just want to go... I'm just like saliva spraying their face. And just once, just one time, I want that to happen. Just one time. Just one time. Just that one time, I want to do that just to get that out. Because I want to make that 1 to 2 minutes. I just want to make so special because that's important. That's important because it's not a function, it's a person. I got to make that special for them. A nice human interaction, but just that one time. Just that one time. Just one time. Can we do that one time? Just one time. Not a lot of times, just once. Just one time. And I want it to be filmed. Alright. Dolvin's dead. Here we go. Just one time. Come on, dealer. One time. Can you give me a snarl on the river? Just one time. Just give it to me one time. Bloba says if he ever meets me, he'll give me that permission. I'll snarl in your face, Bloba. You'll get so much saliva on your body that if scientists took a sample of you and cloned you, I would pop out. I'm gonna cover you in so much saliva that you could get in line at a water park and they'd be like, you've already been here because you're so wet. God, I should shut up after the first one. Oh man, no one remembers the high points. They only remember the last one. Oh god, no wonder punchlines are at the end of jokes and not at the start. What a fucking mess. What a crisis. Oh. Wow, Bloba, I'm gonna spray you with so much saliva that the fanfic writers will copy it down verbatim because they just can't think of anything more grotesque. Dolvin, getting in yet again. Yet again. Trying to hold on, Dolvin. Dolvin trying to get that +2 tank upgrade. That's so important because all that's really keeping him in this game are the tanks. Dolvin, I think, really not struggling in any way, except for the fact that he is very, very nearly dead as shit. His main is now 3 SCVs, a geyser, and 3 turrets. And his secondary main is starting to get chewed apart. He's keeping these bases alive, though. Much like the funk in every decade I can ever think of. Trying to hang in there, trying to stay alive. Dolvin. He has more not medevacs, he has no medevacs, but he has orbital commands. He has more orbital commands than I have penises. That's for you, fanfic writers.
But what does that mean? I think there's space to be explored here. Someone get me my iPad. And I do write fiction on an iPad. And it doesn't have a spell checker on my iPad.
That's right. I've caught you, fanfic writers. Don't think I didn't know. Code breaker, code breaking Dolvin's heart. But Dolvin will not have his heart broken easily. He's re-expanding to old grounds. He's calling old girlfriends saying, I really want feedback on what I could have done better. And they're like, we dated 10 years ago. And it's like, well, project into the future for me. Humor me. Humor me. In the meantime, we see Dolvin sitting, not with as much money as you might think for a man who's about to have 7 bases. But Codebreaker is at 10k, 2k. He's going to unlock the How Embarrassing achievement where you have over 10k in the bank. That's something I recently found out about, but Codebreaker is just eliminating this base, eliminating that base. Bases springing up like weeds and getting torn out like weeds in a garden that I don't own. Because if it was mine, those weeds would be there forever. It would soon become a weed garden. That would be the whole point of it. And then the game would be Watch Your Opponent Win Simulator 2014 by that German company. 3-3 upgrades en route for Codebreaker. Loves Snakea. Codebreaker stims, darts up. No amount of kiting, no amount of dodging can possibly save the siege tank as Codebreaker absolutely tears everything to shreds and decides to pop his little CC berries at all the bases he can find. With the amount of scans, let me actually just show you what Codebreaker saw. It's basically everything. All the bases, all the tanks. He's down 100 supply. But no risks are going to be coming anytime soon because Dolvin is going to expand and defend till the end of time. Dolvin does have this base up. Dolvin doing pretty good. Wow, just getting these bases up again and again. Definitely out-expanding his opponent, if that's what you want to call it. Codebreaker. Dolvin. Oh, siege tanker sneaking around. Oh, this mine does something very unimpressive. Ha ha ha! Did that burn too deep, Terran players? I know there's some GSL players tuned in. I know there's some Grandmasters tuned in. They saw that mine hit that thing and went, "That's never enough. It's never enough." It's like an insecure sophomore in high school. Why isn't it enough? What's wrong with me? Why won't David Kim buff me? Just like a sophomore. Why are mines so weak? Why don't mines do anything? Terrans, I understand your pain and I understand your tragedy. And I'm here to tell you, I don't understand. Delvin. Oh, this mine is going to be irrelevant. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, I tried to pause. Oh my god, I tried to pause, but I didn't pause. Oh, I tried to pause. He drops, and what was once... How many medevacs do we have here? What was once 11 medevacs. Oh, here comes a medevac too. Oh, okay. Can you process? Natural selection by Dalvan. Oh, is now. Oh, oh, ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Wow, that's why I read fanfic, because even though that doesn't make any sense in the storyline, that was hot. Oh. All's forgiven if my pupils dilate, my foot cramps, and a fine mist sprays in the air behind me. The mist descends. Where'd that come from? It's a little twinkle, twinkle, glitter, glitter. A strong shot indeed, right at the center of the pack. Aimed. We don't aim. We get everything. We AoE burst. Oh, we need some Day 9 fanfic after this. Yes. God, the tanks are sieging so hard right now. 50 Shades of Day. A fine mist in the air edition. Heartbreaker. Code Breaker. Neck Breaker. Is winning. The mist from behind? That's right, Delvnell. If you're new to Day 9 TV, you know that few things represent sexuality more so than a fine mist. Fine mist in the air. In the meantime, Dalvin taking more barracks, taking more factories, taking all the bases that he would have originally taken had this been his main at the start of the game. We see Codebreaker sending Marines in a line because, as you know, every base is Dalvin's base because Dalvin's on the map. Dalvin's here. Now we unfortunately have to go to a slight bit, a teensy touch, a noodle of a break. Just a bit of a break. We've watched 32 minutes of one game that is not nearly done by any measure or stretch of the imagination. We're going to have to pause. Now let's go ahead and pause at a more acutely pleasing time. We have the bunker. Ooh, Neo-Steel frame upgraded on the bunker. That's pretty cool. Look at that. +1 units inside. Can carry 6. Whenever you kill an orbital command, a giant hairdryer falls out of it. Speaking of falling out, Dalvin is falling out of favor with his fans on the map. Oops. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. We're going to pause at the absolutely fantastic time of 33:33. And before we step away to this brief, required, strategically timed break, things aren't going very well for Codebreaker. He's lost some workers. In the Units Lost tab, we see, though, yeah, Dalvin's having a hard time. Dalvin is really... he's doubling up his opponent. And not in the fun way that makes me want to play poker again. When we come back, I'm going to watch the other over an hour of a game.